What is up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. The show's been hot lately. In the last two episodes, we're 10-1 against the spread. Pick of the day is 2-0. Parlay of the day, also 2-0. So let's keep it going, even though I openly admit I don't like this slate of games as much as I've liked the ones in the past. But it's all right. We're going to pick smart, and we're going to make some money. Let's get right into it.
Welcome to The Source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
First game up, we're doing Rockets at Wizards. This line opened up Wizards minus 1.5, but a tsunami of sharp money came in on the Rockets. It caused the line to do a full 3-point swing. So the Wizards are actually getting 1.5 now. Now from there, the money has actually been coming back towards the Wizards, but as of now, around 3 p.m., still no line movement. We're still at 1.5. And for the pick, this game sucks, man. I'm gonna take the Rockets here. I'm not happy about it. Give me Houston minus 1.5. Hopefully we can get it at 1 before game time. So give me Houston minus 1.5, lock it in. 1 unit on that. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story. So if you're gonna follow me on those picks, make sure you check those two platforms. Next game. Next up, Pacers versus Bulls in Indiana. This line opened up Indiana minus 5.5. And bets actually came in heavily favoring the Pacers. Public loved the Pacers early. Money was pretty split down the middle. So sharps were split even though the public loved the Pacers. Now check out these weird ass analytics here. A ton of Pacers money comes in, right? The line moves up to 6. And then when it hits 6, a ton of Bulls money comes in. Now the money does a complete 180 flip and then moves it back to 5.5. Like, how are we supposed to get a read on that? That's crazy. That's just people gambling heavy. Makes it tough for me to really get a read on these numbers. So I'm gonna take the Bulls here. The Pacers are in a flat spot. And I'm not a big flat spot day off. I'm not big on those betting trends, but I really have nothing to go on. This is another pick I don't love. Give me Chicago plus 5.5. Let's lock it in for 1 unit as well. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story. Next game. Next up, Knicks basketball. We got Knicks versus Hawks in Madison Square Garden. This line opened up Knicks getting 1.5 points, and early on, a ton of sharp money came in on the Knicks here. But then everyone must have woken up because after 8 a.m., the money went straight Hawks. Line moved a whole point. Some serious Hawks money came in. And as of now in the afternoon, still a ton of Hawks money in. But check it out. The money does a little 3% shift towards the Knicks, and the line drops from 2.5 to 2. I might be reading too deep into this because I'm a Knicks fan and I want to bet them, but I don't think the books like selling Knicks plus 2.5 tickets. I'm being a little crazy right now. I want to bet the Knicks. I'm just looking for any reason to bet the Knicks. All right, so I tweeted out earlier that I was going to put the Knicks on auto fade tonight, but I can't do it. I'm taking the Knicks. Give me Knicks plus 2 for 2 units. Let's lock it in. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story. Next game. Next up, we got 76ers out in Utah to play the Jazz. This line opened at 7.5, but a ton of money came in on the Jazz early and bumped this right up to 8. Check out what happens the rest of the day, though. The money is slowly creeping back towards 76ers, right? Money's coming back towards Philly. The books don't like it. They're reacting, overreacting, 8 to 7.5, then down to 7. I don't think the books want to sell Philly tickets here. I think this is justified in saying the books like the Sixers. Listen, I know Joel Embiid isn't playing, but neither is Mike Conley. I think Ben Simmons eats tonight. I really like this pick a lot. I'm taking the Sixers plus 7. Let's lock it in for 2 units, and this is my pick of the day. And I know everyone's just been betting the Jazz nonstop, so a lot of people are gonna disagree. I love this one here. Give me Philly plus 7. Let's lock it in, 2 units. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next. Next up, Clippers versus Heat. This game's in LA. This line opened up Clippers minus 3.5. And the bets came in slightly favoring the Clippers. Money all over the Clippers here. As of 8 a.m., 88% of the money in on the Clippers. Look at the rest of the day, though. There's no Kawhi Leonard and no Paul George in this game. And people are starting to see that. People are realizing that, and there's Miami Heat money coming in. In fact, a lot. I think it's up to like 58, 60% as of 3 p.m. Miami Heat money. But my question is, why hasn't the line moved? Shouldn't it have dropped to 3? It's a little sketchy. No line moved in this one all day. It makes it tough to get a read. I'm gonna ignore it because I want to bet the Heat, but it's something to keep an eye on. All right, for the pick, like I said, I'm betting the Heat here. Lou Williams may have dropped 30 points and they got the win against Cleveland, but Miami's currently, right now, the #1 ranked defense in the NBA. Lou Williams isn't dropping 30 again. Give me Miami plus 3.5. Let's lock it in for 2 units. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story. Let's get to the next game. All right, last up, I'm betting this ACC game right here, Florida State versus Virginia. Probably the biggest game in the ACC up until this point. This is first place for second place in the conference. This line opened up Florida State minus 2.5. Bets and money came pretty split, but there was a little bit of sharp money on Virginia here. Even though it was just 63% of the early money on Virginia, the books reacted. This line dropped a whole point in between 8 a.m. and noon from 63% of the money. The books like Virginia here, and I'm gonna agree with them. I've won so much money betting on Florida State this year. I can't believe I'm fading them at home, but I really like Virginia here. I'm taking the Cavaliers. Give me Virginia plus 1.5. Let's lock it in for 2 units. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story. All right, I promised a bunch of people I would always include a parlay of the day. I don't advise you bet parlays, but too many people were asking, so I always include them. And you know what? They've been hitting recently. So today's is Miami Heat money line, Sixers plus 7, Knicks plus 9.5 for a total payout of plus 472. That is the parlay of the day. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Bet responsibly or don't. I don't care what you do. See you tomorrow.
The Sewers.